Today we're looking at Xiaomi's brand new T series, the Xiaomi 15T and the 15T Pro. On paper, they look pretty similar. Both have the same massive 6.83-inch display, the same big 5,500 mAh battery, and both carry the Leica branded cameras. I'm Mark, I make no BS tech reviews, so if that's something that you like, definitely consider subscribing. So in this video, I want to compare both phones side by side and see where exactly does the Pro earn its Pro name, and more importantly, which one of these should you buy? Let's start with the design. Now, both phones have the same general look, slim bezels all around, Gorilla Glass 7i on the front, and IP68 water and dust resistance, but there are differences. The Pro is a little heavier at 210 grams versus 194 on the regular 15T, and it's also slightly thicker at 7.96 millimeters compared to 7.5 millimeters. So the regular 15T feels a bit more lightweight and manageable. Both are durable, both look premium, so here it's really whether or not you want that extra refinement of the Pro or the slimmer profile of the regular model. I honestly love Xiaomi's design language, especially on this black model. I mean, come on, matte black with that shiny chamfered edged camera housing. I mean, it just looks so good. Okay, cameras. Now, this is the biggest difference between the two phones. On the Xiaomi 15T Pro, you've got a triple camera setup with a 50 megapixel main camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide, and the big highlight, which is the 50 megapixel 115 millimeter telephoto lens with 5x optical zoom. That's new for the T series, and it even goes up to a 10x optical level zoom. Now, of course, add that Leica color science, the master portrait, and this is clearly a camera system aimed at enthusiasts. The regular 15T keeps the same 50 megapixel main and 12 megapixel ultra wide, but its telephoto is a 46 millimeter 50 megapixel sensor. So that means more of a 2x zoom instead of that long reach. I honestly think both phones take incredible looking photos, but as usual, if you want the best, you gotta pay the best, right? You gotta get the Pro model for that. But honestly, both do just fine. What do you guys think? Video is also stronger on the Pro. It does 4K 120 FPS, 4K 60 FPS, 10-bit log with LUT import, and even 8K 30. The 15T tops out at 4K 60, which is honestly good enough. Now, both support HDR10+ recording across lenses, but if you care about pro-level video, well, obviously the Pro is going to be the obvious choice. Moving on to the display, both rock a huge 6.83-inch AMOLED panel with 1.5K resolution and up to 3200 nits of peak brightness. Now, that is crazy bright even for outdoors. The difference, however, is in the refresh rate. The Pro pushes up to 144 Hz, while the regular 15T caps out at 120 Hz. Honestly, both are buttery smooth, but if you're a heavy gamer, that extra headroom on the Pro might be worth it. Both phones also carry all the certifications you want: HDR10+, Dolby Vision, and even flicker-free modes for long sessions, and oh boy, watching movies on either of these two phones is of course going to be just a pleasant experience. Let's talk performance, because here's where the Pro really starts to flex its muscles, unlike me, because I stopped going to the gym. Hey, fun fact for you guys, subscribe. The Xiaomi 15T Pro is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 9400 Plus, built on the 3nm process, and it has the latest Immortalis GPU and more advanced NPU than before. Meanwhile, the 15T runs on the Dimensity 8400 Ultra, which is a 4nm chip clocking up to 3.25 GHz. It's still powerful, but clearly a tier below. Both run Xiaomi's new Hyper OS with Hyper AI features, so software experience is basically identical. Both pack in the same 5500 mAh battery, which is pretty impressive considering the slim frame, but charging is where things get a little bit interesting. The Pro goes up to 90 watt of wired charging and 50 watts of wireless charging. The 15T steps it down to 67 watts of wire charging and no wireless charging whatsoever. So if you want that extra bit of flexibility with wireless, you got to get the Pro. Now, in terms of the actual battery life, you do not have to worry because it's gonna be mind-blowing on both of these phones. Companies like Apple are proud of their all-day battery life that they quote, but Xiaomi has gone into the day and a half or even up to 2 days of battery life. So if you're worried about not lasting the entire day, you don't gotta worry whatsoever. Now, the connectivity is also where things differ a little bit. It's not a big deal, but you should probably know. The Pro does support Wi-Fi 7. The non-Pro model, the regular 15T, I should say, goes up to Wi-Fi 6E. So if you're maybe thinking about buying a Wi-Fi 7 router in the coming months or in the coming year, and you really want to take advantage of it, the Pro can do it, the 15T cannot. So at the end of the day, which of these two phones should you buy? Well, if you want the absolute best Xiaomi has to offer in the T-series, longer zoom, pro-grade video, faster charging, wireless charging, and the stronger chipset, well then, yeah, the 15T is the clear winner. It's basically a flagship with a T-series badge. However, if you're okay with a more simply modest telephoto, slightly slower performance, and don't really care about wireless charging, well, the 15T gives you about 90% of the same experience in a lighter, slimmer package. And depending on the pricing where you guys live, because each region is like completely different and you can't really like convert it because you don't know the taxes and it's a headache. So definitely look at the pricing of where you live. But if the pricing is big enough, the smarter buy would be the 15T. At the end of the day, Xiaomi did something smart. The 15T is a solid all-around choice, and the 15T Pro is for the enthusiasts. But now I want to hear from you. Which of these two phones do you guys see yourself using in the coming weeks? Did you pre-order? Are you going to get it? Let me know all down below because I'm kind of curious to see how much of my followers, subscribers are using kind of like the mid-range phones, and maybe I should review more of them. So yeah, let me know down below in the comments. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, definitely leave that like. If you're new here and you like no BS tech reviews, definitely subscribe. As always, this was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.